Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy KAIO and I'm back again this time to give you another One Piece video, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys my review of One Piece chapter 1004. Oda blueballed us. He blueballed us. I said in my predictions video, do not do this. Please stay with the fight, because we were all hyped about Kaido's hybrid form. And did he do it? Nope. Nope, he put us straight over to the other side on what the Straw Hats were doing. And I know I said in my previous predictions videos that I wanted to see the Straw Hats. He's now chose to do it now. And of course he would choose to do it now, because why on earth would he want to show Kaido's hybrid form off just yet? But I'm making it sound like I actually hate this chapter, which I didn't. I actually did like this chapter. It was a good catch-up one, and for what it was worth, it was good. Like, from the actual content that we've got, especially the mystery person at the end, which I'm going to save for the end of this video, because I'm not going to lie, I had my phone and I was twisting and turning it like that to try and see if I could work out who it was. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Of course, there is one person that did pop to mind straight away because I saw, like, the long ear, should I say. But now I'm wondering if it's someone else, because I have been on this train for a while that I do think this person's still alive, and it could possibly be that person. But yes, I will say that towards the end. And Sanji, I'm also going to talk about a little bit later, because what he said was pretty cool, but Sanji yet again, and it's not Sanji's fault, but Sanji. Yeah, I'll talk about him a little bit later. But what I want to start with of this chapter is Tama. Tama is actually proving to be, you know, very useful. We knew that, because a lot of people said that when they saw her ability, a lot of people's predictions were flying everywhere, saying that she would tame Kaido or she would help out in the war some way because of her ability. And she's doing that. Kaido is currently losing soldiers right now because they've joined the Straw Hat side because of Tama and her ability. Like, when you see Usopp, Tama and Nami come rushing through, and you see Usopp just pinging like all these like dango balls at everyone, and everyone suddenly switching from being like, we're gonna kill you, to, yeah, Tama, we're gonna join you and we're gonna help you guys out. And then you've got Sasaki and Ulti thinking, what is going on? Like, Sasaki and Frankie were fighting, and that was actually pretty epic. I'll talk about that in a second. But Sasaki's thinking, what's just happened? Because a minute ago they were fine, and now they're going against us. Like, why are they turning? Like, what in God's name just happened? And I don't think he actually clocked on what Usopp was, you know, firing. And a lot of people were sort of standing there like, what's going on? And then by the time they realised, they were already cheering them on. So it's kind of like Bello Betty, if you kind of know what I mean. Like, do you remember when she uses her ability to rile people up and, you know, get them, and, you know, they're like, yeah, we can do this. Same thing here, really. And yeah, it's like Hatama is viewed as a leader. Like, she's got her own little force growing. For a girl of her age, and, you know, she's going about and all of these people are following her because of her ability, and it's crazy. But we also found out how she got there as well. So she asked Speed for her assistance to help her get across because she wanted to be part of the war. And I'm glad that Speed done that. Like, of course she's going to obey her because of what happened early on in Wano, but the fact that they got there with Daifugo and Gazelle Man as well, and it's so funny just to see all of Kaido's soldiers, and the way that Speed explains it, like, it enhances your strength and everything like that. It's, and playing off as one of Queen's, like, you know, things and stuff like that. Obviously, she's not going to explain exactly what it really does. Otherwise, people are like, no, I'm not having that. So they're like happy, like, yeah, go on then, pass one, eat it. And the next thing you know, they're like, okay, yeah, we're stronger, but they're fighting for the other side. Nah, Tama is one of the turning points in this war. And it's great the way that Oda's done it. I can't wait to see, like, King's face and Queen's face and Kaido's. They're going to be so like, what happened within the space of, oh, well, depending on how long it's been going on for. It's probably been going on for quite some time. But what has happened since I left you guys to come up here, and now everything's changing? And then King's going to be scratching his head like, okay, but obviously he's in the middle of something as well. Whether or not he's fighting Marco or someone else, I imagine he's fighting Marco, because out of everyone that we saw this chapter, well, that we saw, and who it makes most sense, unless more of the, you know, Whitebeard pirates have shown up out of nowhere, like Jozu and all that, Could be one of them, but for this video and what we know so far, because we know it's only Marco and Izo's down, then I think we're safe to assume that it is Marco that's fighting King right now. But yeah, no, Tama is doing very, very well, and I will admit I did love what Oda did with the three of them, so Nami, Usopp and Tama, which is when they came in, they were like the screaming, crying faces, like, oh my god, help me, and then suddenly changed to poking their tongues out. And that was funny. I didn't catch that on the first read. It was only when I went back over it the second time that I saw that. I was like, yo, Oda, that was sneaky. I can't believe I didn't see that. But it was really cool. It was really good. And now going on to Frankie and Sasuke's fight. Frankie's holding up. I know he's in general Frankie, but he was doing good. Like, he was holding his own against Sasuke. I'm not denying that Frankie isn't powerful, but what I like about what Oda's doing here is the fact that he's actually showcasing the rest of the Straw Hats now, because it's been a long time. It's been a very, very long time since we got some Straw Hat action, you know, with fighting and such. Like, it's been way too long. So I'm glad Oda's doing that, and showing off Frankie is good. Is very, very good. And, you know, I'd like to see that battle continue, if it does, or depending on how it goes. It looks like Sasuke's actually after Frankie, and especially after that whooping that he's just like that against Sasuke. Yeah, Sasuke's not going to let that go. So, yeah, I think he's going to be chasing after him. Ulti, like I predicted, a lot of people did laugh at me in my predictions when I said that I think Nami and Ulti would fight. It's going to happen. Like, she's after Nami. She doesn't want anyone else but Nami, and I feel like Nami knows that, so she knows that she's going to need, like, the help. And this is why the mystery person ties in with what I'm about to say, with what Nami said. So Nami said that she needs stronger thunder, or stronger lightning. At that point, I was thinking, yeah, so she's going to need Zeus. Like, she's going to definitely get Zeus back, which she most likely will by the end of this arc. She probably will get Zeus back, and I think that would be good, because I think that, you know, they were so cool together, and they worked so well together, and especially, like, enhancing Nami's abilities. But for what she did against Ulti, it was really good. Like, the fact that she managed to put her down just for, like, a few seconds, but even she said herself that she's not going to stay down for long. And even though Ulti did go down, she did get back up, and yeah, she wasn't best impressed. Like, she just wants Nami so bad. Like, you know, I want Nami, but for different reasons. But yeah, though, so she wants to obviously crack Nami's skull, and Nami's like, no, not happening. It's definitely not going to happen. And so it's good the way that you've literally got the Toby Ropo occupied by the rest of the Straw Hats, and that they're chasing after them. So it kind of keeps them away, because where they're so strong, at least you've got them distracted, that they're not going to want to, you know, stray off and go, I don't know, to help out King. Not saying King needs to help, or Queen, or I don't think they'll even go anywhere near the Worst Generation. Like, they're getting slapped. They're getting absolutely clapped. If they go up that top there, every single person's getting clapped. So there's no point in them going up there. So I like what Oda's doing by keeping them down with the Straw Hats, and it's not going to end. They will catch up eventually. There is going to be a big fight, and it's going to be a W for the Straw Hats. Guaranteed. So, moving on a little bit forward, like I said, I want to talk about the Sanji stuff. So, yeah, poor Sanji, and I don't blame Sanji, like, because we are reading what Oda's given us, so really it's Oda that's doing this to Sanji. And I'm not saying to hate on Oda, because we've pretty much known Sanji's character since then, and we know that he's never going to hit women and all that. We saw that he took out the men, because Black Maria said that, you know, you took out the men, but we know you won't hurt women and such. So it's like they're keeping him their prisoner. And you know what? The only arc that I can think of that I actually enjoyed with Sanji was Whole Cake Island, because it showcased a lot of his character and his backstory in one. But since the time skip, I still like Sanji, okay? I love all the Straw Hats. You know, there's been moments where I've been a bit like, yeah, but at the end of the day, it's the way that Oda's drawing them. And I'm not going to blame Oda. I mean, I know some people would blame Oda, like, depending on whatever character it is, if they didn't like something. But at the end of the day, Oda's writing this character because that is his character. It's the way he's writing. But I feel like I've always and still will prefer pre-time skip Sanji, because, you know, he was fighting the likes of Jabra, and, like, he was just getting so stuck in, like, the part where he went on the train to try and rescue Robin as well, going for everyone. I know they were fodder characters, but Sanji was showing how badass he was. And, you know, you saw it from when Nami was like, it's cool because Sanji's on the train. So, like, they didn't really have much to worry about. And neither did Luffy. And I'm not saying now that they would worry, but of course the villains are a lot stronger nowadays, and that they're going to be a lot more powerful than what, you know, the CP, well, at that time CP9 was. You know, they're 100 times more powerful. Since the pre-time skip, like, you go to Fishman Island, of course, you know, Sanji shows off some of his new attacks, but the constant nosebleeds, I get it. He's around a lot of women. That's just him, so he's going to have those constant nosebleeds. Punk Hazard, yeah. Dressrosa, same thing, you know, tries to go against Doflamingo, gets clapped. And then, yeah, you go to Whole Cake Island, and that's the one arc that I really enjoyed Sanji. But like I said, it's not because of him, it's just the way that he's been written since the time skip. But, you know, if he does improve because of this, like if we see something, you know, like drastic where Sanji's just like, you know what, cool, then that's fine. But what he said to Black Maria was really powerful, which I will get to in a second. But of course, we've still got the remainder of One Piece to go, so that could all change for Sanji. But I think if you look at both parts and you weigh up both pre-time skip and post-time skip, a lot of people do prefer pre-time skip Sanji to post-time skip Sanji, which I can completely understand. I get it. But I still like Sanji for who he is and what he is. And that is Sanji. That is Sanji Vinsmoke. But yes, going on to what he actually said to Black Maria, because Black Maria wants Sanji to call Nico Robin, which totally throws me off. And I'm fine with Nico Robin coming in, but the one thing that I was hoping was, because of the whole, you know, tarantula spider thing, and with, like I said, with Usopp, that I thought Usopp would come in and battle Black Maria. That doesn't seem to be the case, because he's got his hands full at the moment, going around giving everyone, you know, the Dango balls and that. But who's to say they can't fight later? Anyway, so yeah, Black Maria calls upon Sanji to say, call in Nico Robin, because we've known that Kaido and Big Mom have wanted Robin, because, you know, Robin's gorgeous for one, but that's not mainly the point. But the point is because of all of you know, her knowledge and that she has. So she is very vital and definitely top 3 most important characters within the Straw Hats because of what she knows and the character that she is. But the way that they were talking about what they were going to do, that they were going to just sort of destroy her, but leave her like alive enough to, you know, do what they need to do. So basically she can't get away or anything like that, so they were just going to sort of break her bones and everything like that, and yeah, like mutilation and stuff. You know, that took a turn for the worse. And then Sanji turns around and says, underestimate Nico Robin at your own peril. But still, Sanji, what has he got? What is he going to show within this arc? Because okay, yeah, he took out a lot of people, men, but when it comes to the women, kind of feels like a bit of a Khalifa 2.0 in a way, because Nami came in to defeat Khalifa, and is it Robin's turn? And the one thing that I did notice as well is that after we're reading the chapter and you see the girl with the one eye thing and it's over her face, it does look like Robin. It looks like Robin's already there to tango, and I kind of feel like Sanji knows that, but it just seems Sanji's so calm and confident. I'm not saying that you should, like, even I'm saying you shouldn't underestimate Robin. Of course, Robin's only had like a couple of big fights, and this is the perfect time, and I'd love to see her kick Black Maria's ass. Like, I've noticed, like, since post-time skip, it's only really been Luffy and Zoro that's getting the action. The others, the rest of the Straw Hats, like Sanji, like, they're getting moments, but they're not really getting anything, you know, significantly big. So I'm hoping that Sanji still goes and fights like King or Queen, or, you know, Robin actually fights Black Maria, because it's seemingly like it's going to go that way now, rather than Usopp coming in to fight Black Maria. But you never know, depending on how it goes, because Robin could find herself in a bit of trouble depending on what she's going to do, because, you know, it's Black Maria and she could have a plan up her sleeve. For this current moment in time, I do think that's Robin behind there. I think she's ready to make her move, and that's what I think we'll most likely see in the next chapter if it does go this way, because otherwise I'm just going to blue ball us there and take her straight back to the fight. But going on the assumption that we will see this in the next chapter, this could be where, you know, Sanji breaks free, gets his ass moving, goes up to then fight someone big and significant like either one of the Toby Ropo or King or Queen. That's what I would like to see. That's where I'm going with this, and that's where I'm staying. So the last point that I do want to touch upon is the mystery person. So I thought, and I will say this, and I will hold my hands up, I thought most of the Akazainen were dead. I thought the only one, or maybe 2 people, but mainly Kinemon would be the only one left alive. But they're in this room, and King is aware, and they're talking about it, like between all of them, King, Black Maria and that. It's where King says, I'm busy, because if he's fighting, he's throwing hands right now. So Black Maria's like, oh yeah, I can go do it, but that's where I think Robin's going to step in. But the person that's in there, now this is where I'm going to bring up the Nami situation. So Nami says that she needs stronger lightning. And because I saw that and then saw at the end, it could be Eneru, like the design, because of the nose and the face shape and everything. And because I saw the lightning, I was thinking, could Eneru technically give her stronger lightning? But then I don't know. But then what would Eneru be doing at Wano? Now, of course, everyone talks about, what's his name, Fukoju, I think his name is, or Fukoju? I don't know what his name is. I can't remember how to pronounce it. I know it's Fuko something. But some people have thought it'd be funny to say, oh yeah, that's his dad. And then if that is his dad and he's come back to see his dad and everything, but then why would he want to help out the Akazaya 9? So that's why I kind of sort of brushed that away a little bit, because yeah, I don't see what business he would be like having it at Wano, even though it would be really sick if Eneru did make his, you know, return, because a lot of people are anticipating him to come back. Even I am. Like, so it would be cool if it was him. But I've always thought that this one person is still alive. And that is Toki. Yes, Toki, I'm going to say that, because with Toki, we don't know if she actually died or not. We just assumed that she died. The way that it looks like with the person crying, like, why would Eneru be crying? Unless you could think of Hiyori, because we haven't seen Hiyori as well. But if it is Toki, because technically they're the actual two people. So yeah, Hiyori and Toki, unless it's one of those two, who else would be crying, and who else is close to the Akazaya 9? It'd be them two. Of course it'd be them two. More along the lines of Toki, because Hiyori was young at that age. So it would be Toki, and I'm sure she'd actually want to see how this is going to end. Like, we're talking about her husband's, like, killers. Like, obviously Orochi's already dead. Well, we think Orochi's dead. But you've still got Kaido, and, you know, I'm sure she'd probably want to see. And the fact that she's travelled, like, she sent them off into the future, like, 20 plus years. Who's to say that she might have stayed behind or had like a decoy, then she got out and, you know, she dipped 20 years into the future as well. It's possible, and I wouldn't be like surprised, and I wouldn't be like annoyed if it was her. I think it would actually make a lot of sense if it was Toki. So that's who I'm going with. If not Toki, then Hiyori. They're the two people that I could see it being. Eneru, just for the memes, I'll put Eneru in there as well, just in case. But you know what, guys, overall it was a really good chapter. So overall, guys, it was a really good chapter. We do have a break next week, unfortunately, but when we do come back and we look at the next chapter, what is Oda doing? Is he going to carry on with this, or is he going to go back to the fight? I think we'll probably get another chapter or two of the Straw Hats, and then we'll probably go back to the actual fight itself and seeing what's going on. Or we could see the stuff between King and whoever he's fighting, being it Marco, that's who we're thinking here. So yeah, it could be some very enjoyable chapters coming up in the future, which I do think it will be. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Make sure you smash this video with a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below, what are your thoughts? Who do you think the mystery person is? Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to smash the notification bell so you guys never ever miss a post. And I will see you guys for the next video. So until then, see ya.